The head of programming on the West Coast at that time was a man named Alan Livingston, who had come from Capitol Records and was a very creative, very good man. And he also felt, as I did, that we should try to produce some of our own shows, but we were having very great difficulty getting New York to consider that. And we had a man in our film department on the West Coast working for Alan by the name of Fred Hamilton. And Fred was a very creative fellow, and he had come up with several ideas for programs and Westerns, one of which was Wagon Train, which Kintner gave to MCA, and we bought it back from MCA. And although it wasn't generally recognized that he had done it, I knew he had done it because the contract had that on the back of it, the treatment for the idea, which was purportedly brought to us by MCA, but it was the treatment that Fred had written, so I knew that Kintner had given it away. Fred brought to us, to Alan Livingston and myself, I was in charge of production of business affairs at that time, and Alan in charge of programming. He brought to us a man named David Dartart, who had an idea for a Western show that he and Fred had worked out together, and he presented this idea to Alan and myself, and we both thought this was a good idea for us to try as one of our own productions. So Alan commissioned a script to be written, and I made the deal with Dartart for Bonanza to be an NBC production. And as everyone knows, Bonanza is a story of a father with three half-brothers, three sons from three different wives. Well, lo and behold, when it was time to present this idea for approval to shoot as a pilot, we got a submission from MCA called Laramie, about a man with three brothers, three half-brothers. Obvious that Kintner had given Bonanza to MCA as well. Well, that was more than I could take. So I very rarely, during my career at NBC, went over everybody's head directly to my father, because I felt, first, that was not a good thing to do, and it wouldn't help my relationship, but more importantly, it's not the way you function. But I only did it a few times, 2 or 3 times, when I felt it was crucial for the company. So I told him the whole story and explained what was happening, and a few phone calls were made, and the MCA show was changed. Laramie was changed to different characters, and we got permission to go ahead with the Bonanza pilot. And when it was time to make a decision as to whether we should go with which show we should go with, MCA got the pickup for Laramie, 13 episodes. We got an okay to go ahead with one at a time, which was almost impossible to do, but we did. At the end of, but that started the major friction between Kintner and myself. And from that point on, we were at each other's throat most of the time while he was there.